What is up, Log Cabin Podcast? Yeah, I did it again.
It's all right, it's okay.
I don't know why I can't say podcast. Log Cabin Podcast. But anyways, what is going on, fam? It's your boy, Bombtonius. You always with my man, Rangus. And today we got a very special guest, Senor Headbanger. He is the headbanger of all headbangers. He's probably banging your girl right now. During the podcast, it's amazing. What is going on, fam?
Allegedly. Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Chilling, man, chilling. Having a weird weekend. 2 days ago it was 80 degrees at my house, and today we had a freak snowstorm. And when I say snowstorm, it's like 2 feet of snow outside my front door right now. What? It is absolutely ridiculous. Wasn't prepared for it, and it was pretty shitty. Definitely crashed today too. Not like a bad crash, but like some asshole came out of a turn, went sideways on me, so I braked hard. I started sliding and then ran into some blackberry bushes.
Oh, nice. Well, luckily you didn't hit anything else.
No, I didn't hit any people. I just hit bushes.
Blackberries.
Yeah. Was there ice on the road?
Not yet, but it's been raining now for the last 2 hours, so like it's gonna be a lot of black ice, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's the one thing I do not miss about living up north. I used to live in West Virginia, and the worst thing about it was like the roads that go along the mountains. West Virginia is like a high poverty state, so a lot of them didn't have guardrails. So if you hit ice, hope you got your affairs in order, man.
No, there's a couple turns down at the bottom of my hill because it's not poverty, but this was a paper mill town that just started making a lot of money out of nowhere, and now it's pretty big, but there's a lot of like mountain turns that are just there's no guardrails right into a river. You know, and you're like, wow, one fuck up, like one bad fuck up.
That's all it takes, brother. You be coming down the mountain when you come.
Oh,
and you won't be coming back sometimes, yeah.
Hey, I see that you have a West Highland Terrier.
Yes, sir.
That's dope, man.
Yeah,
we had. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say he was a rescue. We also have I've got a Pekingese Shih Tzu mix, and we also rescued a I'm usually not a cat person, but we got like a Scottish fold, like the cats with the little folded ears.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Now, my mom has had 2 West Highland Terriers. We're down to 1, and then I have a Maltese, a Maltipoo, and actually just yesterday we lost our Maltese.
Oh, so, man, that's sad.
Yeah, it's been a weird weekend, man. It was dope though. His name is Reefer. He was born on 420.
Reefer.
I know, right? He was born on 420. He was awesome, man. He was a cool dog, but been a weird weekend for my family.
I appreciate that, man. A lot of people have seen West Highland Terriers, and my fiance, she's from Scotland, so she's always wanted a Scottish breed. So when I saw we could finally adopt one, it's one of the best dogs ever. Like, they have great energy. They're super lovable and everything. But yeah, I can't imagine, man. Like, I've got family members that I don't even really talk to anymore. I wouldn't care if they kicked the bucket, but this boy right here that's doing push-ups.
Is that what he's doing?
Looks like he's having sex with a carpet, but that's my Pekingese Shih Tzu.
I was watching.
He's 14, man. Yeah, go ahead, keep doing your push-ups, homie. But it just looks like he's making love to the carpet. Sorry about that.
Yeah, man.
That's my boy.
How dare you talk during his fucking rep set? All right.
Sorry, King.
And secondly, he wasn't doing push-ups. He was pushing the ground down. You know,
that's right. That's the Chuck Norris of dogs, bro.
Lastly, I didn't know you had a fiance, man. I would have started the podcast off with your banging somebody's
dude,
chick.
You're good. You're good.
I know your fiance's gonna watch this. I apologize. I had no idea.
No.
Yeah. We don't hang out that often.
She knows.
She knows nobody else would take me anyways. We're good.
Right? I try to tell my wife that all the time. I'm like, I can barely get you to fuck me. You think anybody else wants to? Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. But anyways, dogs are weird, man. I don't know if we're gonna do any more. It kind of sucks when they leave.
You always say that, but you always
get
another one.
Well, you know, like this is go ahead.
I got a dog story of the day, actually. Today, this morning, I let mine out, and she went running down the road, right? And I was like, well, she'll be back, I guess. I was like kind of worried because I thought she was going to go get hit. get hit by a car or something, and so then she comes back and she's soaked in mud, dude. Like, she went and took a jacuzzi bath in the ditch.
Do you know what kind of dog he has, Headbanger?
It's a good sized dog, right? I think he's sent a picture of it.
No, it's an English bulldog.
It's an English bulldog.
Oh,
Yeah.
Didn't it that story sound like he had like a boxer or something?
Or some kind of
I mean, she's thick, man.
Pit, like a pit or something.
Fat ass being a sausage running around.
She is, but so she went out and just like chilled in the ditch and came back, and I threw her in the tub and like turned the water on, and like the water that came off her was like black. She was just straight up.
And
like,
you put that in the tub?
Where else am I gonna bathe her?
Hose her ass off.
Gotta stomp that mud down the drain, baby.
Yeah, dude. No, it was pretty. She was just like covered in mud, dude.
Georgia's weird, man.
Georgia is weird.
For sure.
Oh, we got some mud.
Mean, you talking about the weather, man. Like, I went up to Macon this weekend to see a show, and I swear to God, man, it was like 80 for the whole week. And my girl was like, she's like, do you think I need to bring a coat? I was like, I mean, just bring one, but I think we're going to be good. So she didn't bring one, and we're standing out in line waiting for the show, and it gets down to like in the 40s, which isn't that bad, but like then the wind started blowing, and she's like, she's much smaller than me anyways, and I was like, well, but now it's nice and warm again.
Now it's hot as balls outside. Yeah, you never really know. I just keep a shirt, like a flannel shirt in my car just in case. You never know, dude. It could be the middle of July and it's like, well, dude, it's like cold, man. What the heck?
Two things that I just remembered, part of these stories you guys told. First thing, Pat, you need to get a goddamn fence around your house because there's too many times you lose your fucking dog for just going speed. Secondly, when you said that your wife or your fiance is smaller than you, do you guys ever find it weird when like you see a average size guy with like a woman through like 3 times his size? I'm not talking pregnancy weight. I'm talking like a big ass girl.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I see it quite a bit. Some people are into that, man. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not into it. I'm just like, it just looks weird.
The ones that weird me out. Okay.
I was gonna say, I think the weirdest one is not necessarily a weight thing, but a height thing.
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
It's not like weird. I don't think. I don't. You know, again, like more power to him. But when you see a dude who's like 4'8" and his girlfriend's like 6'3", it's like.
I've done that.
Noticeable.
Hey, bro, I've stand on some benches in high school to kiss a girl before. All right,
hey, man,
I ain't ashamed of it. She was on the volleyball team, and she was magical.
I just think that's a little more noticeable than the weight thing that you're asking about.
I'm like 5'8", right? And my buddy, he like legit, he would date. He's about my height, and he would legit like date chicks that were like 6'4", 6'6".
Fuck yeah!
And I was like, I just asked him. I was like, what, what's your thing? But he was like, dude, he's like, I love tall chicks. I love chicks that can like. He loved to be picked up and just like physically like thrown. Yeah, and I was like,
see, that's what I'm saying. Some people are into that, man.
Yeah.
You could be as big as you want. You leave me the fuck down.
He loves WWE, man. He's all about that grapple life. I was like, that's dope, man. That's what's up.
I am. He's nah.
He wants to get freaking Undertaker throat slammed.
As soon as that hand came up and I knew, hey, you cut that shit the fuck out. Goddamn man, bitch.
Want to get stunned.
Yeah, right? Oh, DDT your ass. Motherfucker. I'd have to always state my dominance. Like, just pick up heavy shit around the house all the time. Like, I'll fuck you up.
So, baby, can you grab that from the top of the fridge for me?
Yeah, that's about it. That's all you use for you fucking
here's the thing, man. If you're a shorter dude, you know, I'm not making fun of you, but somebody's gonna change those batteries on that smoke detector.
True.
You know,
but
so,
yeah, that's why I got a 10-foot ladder in my house.
Exactly.
I mean, you could always man use tool.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I couldn't handle that. So, but here's the thing though, with like taller women, physically, let's say, like if you're in bed with a woman, you could just have her, like her feet are just gonna go longer than yours. Y'all still gonna be eye to eye. You know what I mean? We're like, if it's a big girl, it's like you ain't. It's just, I don't know. I don't know,
man. You know, that's
smaller guys.
That's
like
that's
really,
their
really,
problem.
really big women.
What about that dude? That dude from Game of Thrones that played the Mountain. Have you ever seen like his girl?
I never watched it.
He's like this huge mountain of meat, and she's like probably like 5 feet.
I've seen that post actually because Andrew Schultz was talking about that shit, and That dude's a massive man. But you know his like dick is like gotta be this big out of all the steroids he's taking.
Oh yeah.
It's so like it makes sense mathematically on how they're doing it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But like, yeah, just some other ones just don't make sense. That's all right. Or like when you see two really, really big people together, like really, really big people together,
Oh yeah.
and you're like, how do you fuck?
Well, there's a gravitational pull.
Nah. And what fucking bed are you fucking on? Because that thing has got some fucking support.
But what do you think waterbeds are for?
Fuck
Bro.
that. Can you imagine?
Oh man, dude, my parents used to have a waterbed, and I didn't drown in it, but
Drown
like,
in the waterbed.
yeah, man. A
Yeah,
hole,
dude,
a hole got poked in it,
Stab
and
it?
I thought I peed myself when I was like 7. I was like, bro,
You know,
I thought I was past this.
I never once sat on a waterbed and was like, "This is comfortable. I'd sleep on this."
No, never not
But
once.
they were huge. They were huge, like in the early '90s. Like you couldn't
Yeah,
go
'cause
anywhere
people
without
were
somebody trying to
discussing
sell you a
those and-
waterbed.
Mirrors on the ceiling. Just fucking, who
But a
wants to see your
waterbed?
butthole?
It's
I don't
like
wanna see my
it's like a
butthole.
bag of water that you lay on.
I think the worst offender of that is like, have you guys ever seen like the people that have the beds with like the fish tanks built into them or under them?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like, bro, what the fuck is that? Like,
it smells like shit
ugh.
in your room.
I've
Okay,
never
unless
seen that.
you're cleaning that all the time, it smells like shit. Anybody who just has a fish tank in like the living room and doesn't take care of it, you know what? Like, don't invite me
Yeah.
over, bro. I don't. I would have went to SeaWorld if I wanted to go to SeaWorld.
There's like
I don't want-
residue
I don't want-
around the fish
yeah.
tank too, like on the walls and the carpet. It's yeah.
There's like dead fish in there.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
They
Sorry,
eat the fish out.
The pH levels got off.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
my buddy had this thing where it's like he tried to sell me on like this fish tank. He's like, dude, I've got like thousands of dollars worth of stuff. It does
Nope.
it's got like a protein skimmer. Everything's done automatically, and I'm like, I'm good. I don't need that in my life right now.
I'm sorry, dude. Honestly, it's not that hard to have fish survive. I don't know why you need to buy a fish that requires thousands of dollars of gear to keep your guppies alive.
Well,
and what
he was
joy do they bring you, by the way? I just don't. If you have an aquarium, you're weird. I'm sorry. Unless it's
well-
like some really sick aquatic, like
Like
amazing,
piranhas. You know what I mean?
exotic
Like,
fish.
like,
Yeah.
like, hey, I got piranhas. You want to see some shit get eaten? All right, yeah, it's dope, bro. I'll deal with
Yeah.
the smell because like
he was trying to get me on a saltwater tank, and those things are a fucking pain in the ass to keep up with. I mean, but it's got. I would 10 times out of 10, I would have a fish tank over having a fucking bird though. My neighbors have had
Oh.
birds, and God, bro.
F birds.
so it
F
depends
birds,
on the
all of
bird. Depends on the bird because I'm really thinking about getting a falcon, and that is like, yeah, like
Oh
like,
well, yeah.
like,
now we're talking about shit that you can train. Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I mean, I guess you
exactly.
can train a lot of birds, but yeah,
You know,
falcons
you-
are fucking sick.
falcons are fucking dope, dude. And then
I
like,
have a
'cause
buddy.
I'm-
His dad is a falconer.
really,
Yeah.
dude. Later
It's
on,
kinda
I
sick.
wouldn't. I wouldn't mind. Like, does he got videos on it and shit, or does
I
he
don't
just
know.
go-
I haven't talked to him in a while, but I went to his house one time and his dad was out of town. He's like, "I gotta feed my dad falcons." Yeah, it's pretty
That
sick. I
shit
mean,
is
have you
sick,
seen?
dude.
Have you seen
I'll-
like those like Mongolians that train falcons to like hunt down like prey and
Yes,
stuff?
yes,
Pretty tight.
yes,
I mean,
yes.
dude. I mean, I believe if anybody in this conversation right now could become a falconer, it would be you, Bompton. I
Yeah.
think that you would dedicate the time that you need to become a falconer.
I think I
Wait,
would too.
Isn't
I'm-
that what the bad dude from Mulan had too? He was
Yeah,
yes,
he was
yeah.
Mongolian. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
dope.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. Dude,
I
you
don't
could
know,
become
but,
the bad guy from Mulan, dude.
I've always gotten to like I get along with a lot of animals, and I'm not like an animal person. I'm not saying like I'm gonna walk up to a horse and shush it. You know what I mean? But like there'll be some animals I get some good vibes off of. Poultry happens to be like a lot of different types of birds like me. I'm just like really calm around them or something. I don't know why, but like
Bird
since
man.
I bought chickens, everybody in my family can go back there, and I don't hang out with the chickens. My family goes and plays with the chickens and does shit. I don't do shit with these fucking chickens. But when I go back there, if I want to pick up the meanest one, I'll just pick her up, and she's a sweetheart. I'll play with her beak. I'll chill with her. When I used to work at Petco back when I was like 18, I got attached to a couple birds that we were trying to sell.
Like that place.
Dude, it was dope back in the day where you can like actually pull a bird out and go, oh, let me pet it. I'd have a bird. be working the register, and I'd had a little bird right here on my chest on the little 3-button polo I had, and his name was Boo Boo from like Yogi and the Bear Boo Boo, right? And he'd be nestled away right there, and I'd just be cashing people out all day. And then it was kind of sad, dude, because I grown such a great bond with that bird. He actually got transferred to a different store because he wasn't selling, and the bird ended up committing suicide. So I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Oh, that fucked me up. I was at work. I was like, "Hey, how's that new bird you guys got down there?" Because I had a call for some check that they had some dog food. And he's like, "Oh yeah, that bird committed suicide last week." What the fuck is up my camera?
And I feel the same way about probably one of my favorite aquatic creatures is like the octopus, and just how smart those fucking things are. But if kept in captivity, if they get depressed, they'll start mutilating themselves and shit. It's wild, dude. I mean, anything. I would probably own anything outside of reptiles. Like my ex, she got a chameleon one time, and she was like, "Yeah, I need you to come over. I have to keep the humidity at a certain level." And she was like, "They're like robots or whatever. They don't show any affection." And I was like, "I gotta come over on my lunch break and spritz this fucking thing for you."
Yeah, that's the thing I don't understand about people that have reptiles. I don't understand why. There are lots of people that have snakes and things like that, and I don't understand. I like my dog because she likes to snuggle and likes to be petted and stuff, right? And I'm not.
Why'd you have to go straight to snuggle? Why did you have to?
I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing about mammals. They're affectionate or whatever. And then you have a snake that is wrapping around your arm, and it's it's trying to stop your blood flow so that it can eat you. That is literally its main objective in life.
Yeah, my buddy had an iguana, and he's like thing likes to whip me with its tail. He's like, it bites me a few times throughout the day. And he's like, but check this out. And he had a sombrero, and he put it on top of it, and the fucking iguana would crawl up the side of the couch, and then just turn its head and look at you while it had the sombrero on. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on, man? And he's like, that's what he likes to do. On top of that, you gotta get yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. On top of that, you got reptiles require a very specific diet that you gotta keep these things on.
There we go.
I saw this thing online. Okay, people said it's a thing on TikTok or whatever, but these people have box turtles, right? And this lady was like, "Oh, it's time for us to dig up our box turtles." They would dig a hole in their backyard so their box turtles would hibernate and cover it with dirt. So the box turtles were just sitting vibing the whole winter, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just don't really understand the point of having that extra responsibility. You get nothing out of it.
Bro, either that or some people are saying, "Oh yeah, well, if you don't want to dig a hole, you can put your box turtle in the fridge for while it's hibernating." I'm like, "How does this work? What the fuck, man? I'm not gonna put. I'm
fuck that."
Somebody just comes in hungry. Your roommate comes in, he's stoned, and he's like, "Oh, dude, this box turtle."
You know what I found out? Did you know that penguins are really into necrophilia?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, and they don't record it and they don't show it to people because it's they're really into it. A penguin will fuck the shit out of a dead penguin, and supposedly they only talk about it in ancient Greek, they'll translate it like that so that real researchers or scientists, I don't know the right terminology right now, but when they look it up, they're like, "Oh, that's fucking disgusting." And one guy was like, "Hey, why don't we tell this to people?" It's because people will be like, "Penguins are so cute." They didn't want to ruin the image of how cute penguins are.
Dude, penguins
yeah.
So there's I know monkeys for sure and dolphins, but is there anything else out there that has sex for pleasure? Because I know a lot of animals just do it out of physical necessity.
For sure, lions,
ducks, right?
Lions, they have sex 30 times a day. It's only 9 seconds. Yeah, but it's 9 seconds each time.
Oh, I felt
bad. They got one male though. They got one male in the pride. Dude. You ever seen Lion King, dude?
That Lucy hits different.
Dude, honestly, animals are effed up. So are humans, but so are animals.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of animals, dude, you guys ever? What do you guys think about Bigfoot?
I live out here in the Pacific Northwest where they're big on Bigfoot.
Yeah,
have you
seen Bigfoot, dude?
I have not. I haven't really seen anything out in the woods, to be honest with you. But You know what? There's a lot of drone pilots out here. Like the drone companies are really big out here, and I would be lying if I told you I didn't see some weird shit in the sky that they said there were drones that didn't feel like they were drones.
I mean, maybe it was freaking UFOs. Bigfoot. They're coming to get Bigfoot.
I don't know what it is, but
here's the thing, man. Only until recently did I actually start getting interested in maybe the possibility of Bigfoot, right? Because I watched like 4 documentaries on Bigfoot in one night because like Amazon Prime has like nothing better on it. So, I mean, you know, the thing is they don't have any proof of Bigfoot, but you know, out where you live, for instance, there's this whole group of people that go out and like they found nests, like ground nests that couldn't belong to anything else. And like it's interesting to me. I don't. Again, I'm not like militantly like Bigfoot's real, but it is super interesting.
I think it's fun for the tourism aspect of it. I mean, like I said, you know, I'm from a very low poverty state, so there's not like West Virginia's main export was like coal, and even that's like getting outdated and everything. But like, we have the Mothman, you know, and it brings in some people and stuff.
So the fuck is the Mothman,
dude? The Mothman, dude. So tell them about the Mothman, dude.
Tell me the story of the Mothman.
I watched 2 documentaries on this too the other day.
The Mothman is like a believed like cryptid that exists in the hills of West Virginia, and some people have claimed to see it, but it's like a giant, either a human-sized or larger man-like moth, kind of like
red eyes.
Yeah, kind of like a larger version of wasn't that the Tick's companion on the Tick?
Yeah.
But yeah, something like that. But the statue is like if you look up the Mothman statue near Point Pleasant,
y'all made a statue of it?
Yeah, it's cursed as fuck, man.
It is cursed because apparently there was a bridge collapse in Point Pleasant in like the 60s, right? And apparently the sighting started shortly before that. And there's like dozens of people on record that have claimed to have seen something similar to this. I mean, obviously, when there's a phenomenon going on, people want to be interested in that. People want to be scared. People like are fascinated by it. But I mean, there's tons of people that said they, you know, to the point where it's like, yeah, I was in my house and I heard it on my roof, and then I saw this massive creature flying away from my house. You know, the sort of stuff like that. And it always happens like before some major catastrophe happens or something.
Like the Mothman stole a pie off my windowsill, man. What's going on?
Oh my god, the Mothman came and hit me in the nuts when I wasn't looking. But yeah,
it's right before like the Oklahoma bombing, you know, just something like that.
Yeah, oh my god! So I was driving to work at the World Trade Center on September 11th, and I saw the Mothman, and I decided to go home. I'm sure there's a story about that somewhere.
For sure. And you know, like I said, my fiance, she's from Scotland, so like, you know, they've got some really pretty castles and vistas, but like, you know, the Loch Ness monster.
Oh, for sure, dude.
You know,
which, if you look it up, Nessie is that we already know where Nessie is. You just got to search that one lake. Well, Bigfoot can be anywhere.
I looked up pictures of it, and people have like pretty much explained it. The actual picture of Nessie that people claim to have gotten, it's actually a whale's penis sticking out of the water. So
is it actually? I know it ended up being a hoax, but one thing interesting about Lake Loch Ness is like.
Wait, hold on. Let's reverse that. It's a whale's penis in a lake.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Let's think about that, guys.
Dude, it's got to be.
Let's think about this.
Loch Ness monster.
Is there water like does like fresh water run through that lake, or because we're talking about a whale's penis
how's a whale
in
get in the lake?
I've seen Free Willy, and I don't think they're jumping that goddamn far.
Now this Willy is real free, dude. Yeah, how does a whale get in the lake? Do they have whales in lakes?
I'm just saying. I'm just going up. I didn't even do any of the research. I'm just my stoned ass heard lake and whale penis, and I was like,
maybe it got there by accident, right? And now it died, and then
maybe when remember when the Earth used to be one big continent? Maybe there was 2 whales that stayed in the lake, and they've just been Yeah, they've just been living there, like in
Well,
that
how
lake
long do
forever.
whales live?
I mean,
Probably
it would
not as
have
long
to.
as Pangea.
Yeah, I think there's whales can live to be about 600,000 years old. I think.
Yeah, right around maybe 6,000, 100,000 and one. I think that's what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
That's
it
that
could be something
one
like
that
that.
really sets it off.
I don't even know how
That's
many years ago
crazy.
Pangea was supposed to be.
Bro,
Probably like
At
bazillions.
least 20.
At least like 5 years ago for sure.
At least 5 years ago.
fucking Graham Hancock, man. I've been really watching some of his podcasts. Dude,
Yeah.
he's writing a new book, like a part 2 of Fingerprint of the Gods. It's gonna be good.
I have to look into that. I'm not familiar.
He's a firm believer that everybody in the world, as far as like science, believes that first man was in Europe, however many years ago. But he's a firm believer that we were actually here before 12,000 years ago.
Oh yeah, I see that.
They found some stuff in the Amazon that they thought that the people in the Amazon only lived in the Amazon only about 1,000 years ago, but now they're finding some structures and some really great engineering of buildings and stuff that date back way past 12,000 years. So
I think humans are older than 12,000 years. I feel like that's a little young.
You'd be surprised.
Here's
That's
the
not
thing,
what that's not what the world
Sasquatch.
thinks.
No, I know. Well, the thing is, man, like we
People
talked
think
about
the
this
world's fucking round.
Yeah, dude, come on, dude. It's clearly a triangle.
Duh.
It's clearly a disc, dude. It's traveling upward for eternity.
I think it's fascinating, like the concept of permafrost and just like what we as humans do when we just. I mean, we're a little bit more civil now, but like back in the day, like when they found like a mammoth preserved, people used to just travel over and cook that bitch up, eat some mammoth
all
steak,
day,
bro.
baby. Yeah, that's probably delicious, dude. I would try
Like,
mammoth.
ooh, look at this.
Yeah.
I would try mammoth, dude.
Nice. Yeah, I'd give it a try. I actually ate elk for the first time.
Oh, dude, we're getting
really
into Joe Rogan
amazing.
territory, baby.
Hello.
Hey, you ever tried DMT?
I actually got a buddy of mine who's getting me some DMT, so I will let you know.
You're going full Rogan, dude.
Yeah, I ordered some Alpha Brain yesterday too.
Woo!
Alpha brain.
Dude, I watched an episode of Fear Factor yesterday, dude. I'm going full Rogan.
Yeah, I did too. It was the one with Dave Chappelle, but it's still an episode of Fear Factor.
Did you actually watch an episode of Fear
So
Factor?
you don't know about me, Joe Rogan? I smoke rocks.
Bro, elk
Dude,
is so
honestly.
lean, and like bison's lean too. So I'm just glad we're
That's
branching
why they
out
ate
more.
all of them.
With the elk, it made sense to me. My friend who hooked me up with some elk burgers, they're like, well, yeah, think about it. A cow sits there all day and just eats all fucking day long, doesn't do shit, right? It's fat like you. I was like, oh shit. It says an elk is running all day long and eating, but it's running and it's all muscle and it's lean.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Well,
Yeah,
think about
I'm
this, like if you're out there, say you're like an early human and you've got a spear, right? That's how you're gonna get your food for the day. Are you going after a chicken or are you going after an eagle? Because the chicken's not getting very far. Yeah,
Bro,
obviously.
Have you ever seen pictures of those photographers? Like an eagle will fuck you up, son. Like
Yeah, well, I'm sure
things are
eagle.
vicious.
I'm sure eagle tastes better than chicken, but like
I don't know actually.
I mean, it probably does.
Does
I mean, I don't know. I've never eaten
it would
eagle.
be more gamey because if you think about it, like the chickens that I have right now that are laying eggs, those are not the chickens that we eat today.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Right.
Like the chickens that we eat, the chickens that we eat today are really young. Here's the scary part, right? If the chickens that we eat today are really young, then how do we get rotisserie chickens that are this big, the size of my chicken?
Oh, I've seen them. Like I said, I used to catch chickens, and I've seen like I would catch the chickens for this poultry company, put them up on this table, and we would draw them down online. And these people they were like, we're giving them, this is the vaccines for them, and this is like, dude, they pumped them up with so many drugs and chemicals.
Do the chickens have
for
large
real.
talons?
You guys talking?
That's how we got his nickname.
Yeah, I worked for Well, yeah, it was it was a
No,
poultry
fuck
company.
that. No, name drop, bro.
If you're ever in Georgia, it's the red-headed boy Claxon Poultry. But apparently they do it like everywhere. But
everywhere.
Yeah, well,
No.
obviously they're not giving us naturally. I mean, that's why whenever you go to the grocery store, you see stuff marked up higher. It says non-GMO. That's like the stuff you have to pay extra for. The stuff that they grow organically.
Bro, that's why I'm trying to get this farm going because I'm tired of this shit, bro.
There's like, so did you guys ever watch the original Super Size Me movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he did a follow-up movie to that, Super Size Me 2.
Yeah,
and so some of these like labels that these people are slapping on this fucking meat, it's like, oh, it's free range. And the guy was like, what does that mean? He's like, well, they just have to be able to like walk for like a certain period of time outside during the day. They can't be just kept in this chicken house. So he had this like tiny little door and he was like, all right, now you can label them free range. And I'm like, nuts.
Yeah, they can just like walk
this
out
nuts,
into
man.
like a 10 by 10 cage fenced in area.
Nah, my chickens are free range, man. They have a chicken coop. I open them up. They got this whole quarter of an acre backyard. They run through it. They eat whatever the fuck they want. We feed them like fresh fruit, salads, kale. They really love like that Mexican cheese that goes on beans. That's crack for them.
Chickens live better than me, bro.
Oh, bro, I feed these chickens but with that being said, they produce me 6 eggs a day.
You eat their children, so it's like
every fucking day. I mean that little period, bro.
Hell yeah, that's right.
So like,
I mean, with you guys talking about this, man, you guys kind of got me wanting to, between the elk, I kind of want to eat like, you ever seen those jack kangaroos? I mean, that's some lean meat, bro. These boys are working out all the time.
I don't know. I mean, eat kangaroo meat?
I think legally you can.
I mean, let me say, yeah, obviously you can eat it. Duh, I'm stupid. But I mean, like, is that a thing that if you go down under, like, they're like, yeah, let's get some kangaroo? I know an Australian guy, and I've never heard him say eat kangaroo, and he eats everything.
I don't know if they eat it, but I think they're just kind of like deer and stuff in terms of how it is down here for us, because they're just like in the middle of the road and stuff.
What if you hit a fucking kangaroo in the middle of the fucking road?
People do, man. People do.
Eat it? Oh, they got it. Yeah, it's roadkill. Hey, there's fucking roadkill laws out here in Washington where you can pick up roadkill on the side of the road and eat it.
Yeah, you can do that.
People are disgusting, dude.
I mean, we live in the South, man. Like, that's fast food, baby.
It's fast food.
You hit a deer, man. It's still fresh, still warm. It's fair game, baby. Take it. You put it on the grill, dude.
Yeah, well, like, at a certain... So, like, after a certain amount of time, after rigor mortis and everything sets in, like the meat just I don't.
You don't want to. Yeah, it's gotta be. You don't want to pick one up that's been sitting there for a while. That's for sure.
No, I mean, like I told you, I just had my dog that passed away, right, 2 days ago. Like, we had him in the house. We had to wait because of COVID. We had to wait to our time to go to the wherever place we had to go take him. By the third hour that my little man already had passed, the rigor mortis had set in. It was disgusting to hold him at some point.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Sure.
That's fucking wild. Oh shit! Is my camera frozen still? It's working for me.
It's working. Yeah, you're good, dude.
Okay.
Sorry, it froze for me.
Mishap earlier.
Yeah.
Like I said, dude, I got a 14-year-old dog, and I was reading some stuff on Reddit, and this guy was like, I do this anyways, but he's like, just be sure, man, every day before you leave for work, tell your dogs you love them and everything, because he was coming back on his lunch break and his dog had passed, and I was like, man, I have a feeling that's probably what's going to happen, but I just. Oh, man.
I feel you, brother. I was real fortunate. The night before he passed, I had a feeling. I slept on the floor all night with him. He normally sleeps in the bed, but he just had been getting up all night and falling off the bed because he had to go shit. And like I wouldn't hear him before he fell off, so I was tired of him getting hurt. So he was sleeping on the floor. I spent the night with him. The next morning, his head was all wobbly. He was loose. He had a couple seizures, and then yeah, me and my wife, I called my wife into the room. I was like, hey, this is it. And we were with him on his last couple breaths, and fuck, man, it sucked. It fucking sucked. But I wouldn't want it any other way. I'm glad that I was there to be able to be with him, and he didn't die alone.
Absolutely.
Just seizing by himself.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's inevitable, man. There's not really much you can do but just give them a good life while they're here, man. That's like basically the only thing you can do.
That's the way I try to look at it, man. Like my like I said, my little man's 14, so he's got some hip problems and stuff. But like, dude, it takes me like 15 minutes to prepare their food because now I'm only giving them soft food, and I put all these vitamins and everything in it, and he likes to sit on the couch, and he's 14. I don't want him jumping and everything, so I bought this ramp for him, just like go up on the couch, and he's finally using it now. But um, yeah, there's a lot of things that I consider myself a pretty good dog owner, but there's some things that I really didn't know about, like I take my dogs to get groomed every couple of months, and they do a teeth cleaning on them, but apparently you're supposed to take them to the vet to get like their teeth cleaned, and I never did that with him, and he's 14 now, and the vet was like, last time I was in, they're like, well, and it's like $700 to get their teeth cleaned.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to put them to sleep, and there's a chance they might not wake up. And I'm like, I'm
It's
good,
not
man.
worth it,
You know,
yeah.
Yeah, but see, look, that's not making you a bad dog owner if you don't do regular cleanings for your dog's teeth. I'm telling you, because my mom, these two West Island Terriers, she knocked them out all throughout their whole life up until they're about 10 or 12, just to brush their teeth. And I mean, it's really not that hard to brush their teeth. I've brushed like
I mean, you
it-
can
it's
do
a
it when they're
bitch.
awake as long as you do it
Yeah.
since they're puppies, you know.
And
like,
exactly,
that's
since
kind
they're
of the
puppies,
thing,
you
yeah.
start from
They'll get
early,
used to
you
it.
do it. They get used to it. It's just you give them a treat after. It's a normal routine, a grainy to help freshen their teeth, but it's a normal thing. But like, I hate when people will make you feel down, like vets mostly make you feel down, like you're not a good pet owner because you're not blowing $15,000 on a dog throughout.
Well, here's
its
the thing,
lifetime.
man. The way
know what
I
I mean?
see it, it's like if these are wild animals, you know, where they come from wild animals, like at what point do like their teeth just fall out like humans do?
No, shit,
Like,
literally.
it's not. It doesn't
Yeah.
make you a bad. It doesn't make
Yeah.
you a bad owner because your dog's old and has teeth starting to fall out.
Get
Like,
to go like, oh, guess we're eating rice and fish now.
yeah, I mean, it's not worth taking years off of their life or having them not wake up after getting their teeth cleaned
It's not worth
just
it,
for them to
man.
have a tooth
Fuck all
fall out
that.
or something.
And that's what I'm saying. Like they get soft food. I spend probably too much or whatever between the cats and dogs to get food and everything. But there's a thing that like a bottle, a liquid solution that you can get, and you add. It's just like a tiny little cap of it. You fill the cap up, and it's like per like 32 ounces of water. Just mix it in their water, and it cleans their teeth while they drink. So I found out about that, so I'm gonna keep doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. The only advice I can give anybody who's listening that has a dog that's like on the edge or verge of passing away, and if you're not going to be able to get them to somewhere right away, put them in a very comfortable and pleasant looking spot before the rigor mortis kicks in. Because if I had mine on a dog bed and he was just laying like that, the next thing you know, I picked him up and he's laying like that. You know what I mean? So like, put him in a nice position, make it a sweet thing so that when it sets in, it doesn't make it harder and more painful and just sad, because it's really fucked up visually to see them like that, because the jaw starts to drop, you see their teeth hanging out, the tongue, it's crazy, man. Sorry, I don't want to ruin it for everybody.
No, I mean,
I've had a really fucked up weekend.
Yeah, for real. Like the only time I will judge people is like I see the stories of these people like taking their dog to the vet, and the vet's like, doesn't have long left. We're going to put him down, and they're like, okay, we'll put him to sleep, and then they leave him. It's like, bro, don't let the last thing that your animal sees is like you leaving, and then they go to sleep alone like that.
Yeah, no, because you can't see it happen. Yeah, we had to put one of my mom's dogs down because he was just really, really, really sick, and he was in more pain, and he was just dying too slow. And it was just painful for him, so we had to put him down. And I sang him a song throughout the whole thing. It was a song that we would just sing to him because he was a funny dog, and it was tough. It was my mom's dog. She was bawling the whole time. But yeah, man, fucking that shit's hard, bro. That shit's really hard. It makes it tough owning dogs. But you know what? I said to my wife because my dog died right before his 15th birthday. For 14 years of like great memories and laughs and times and everything that we got to do with him for one really sad day, it was kind of worth it, Well, it is worth it, but it just sucks that it has to go that way.
It's definitely worth it, man. And like, there's so many strays, like stray cats and dogs out there that just never get to experience all this, and that's the only thing that I keep telling myself, because I know I got a limited amount of time with these animals, but I mean, I'm like Snow White when I fucking come home. You know, they're just like all flocking to me, and I'm like, I'm doing something right if these bastards like can't stay away from me, and they just need they need to be constantly held and pet and all this crap.
Yeah, that's good, man. Fucking, we just got to get Pat a more manly dog.
Dude, what do you mean, dude?
Just kidding.
My dog does push-ups, bro.
That's what I'm saying. His dog's over here getting swole. What is your dog doing?
The one I got now.
My dog died. You can't say shit about my dog, so.
The one I got. I have had manly dogs before, but the only thing is, man, like they kind of you gotta have one that kind of matches your energy, you know. And,
you're just.
Mine's got about 15 minutes of playtime in her a day.
That's all you got, huh?
How old is she?
Yeah, she's I think 3.
Oh, yeah, she's still a baby.
Yeah, but they're just fat and lazy, man. That's what they do. That's how they're bred for. Actually, I did a little research one time, and bulldogs were actually bred. Yeah, one time I did research. No, I was just curious. I was like, what do they call it? Like, what were
did you dogpilot?
Yeah, I actually did dogpilot. No, that would have been inappropriate though. But no, they were actually designed to fight bulls, which is why they call them that. Yeah, and like I don't know how long ago it was. They finally outlawed it in Great Britain. They're like, you can't have your dog fight a bull. It's effed up for the bull. But no, they actually did. They'd bite them on the nose, and they'd have competitions, and the dog would hold the bull's nose in its jaws until the bull, like, you know, I guess they were scored somehow on it, so it was like a contest. And yeah, that's why they're short and stocky like that, and they got big jowls.
Are those the dogs that eventually you have to like get some kind of like surgery or something done because like with their eyebrows or something, like you have to get it back or? No,
but they're every single day you have to use wipes to clean out their fat rolls in their face. Yeah, and again, that's just something that they've always had to do since they were born. So she's usually pretty good about it.
It's funny that you say that because like the Westies were like, I guess back in Scotland they were like hunting dogs, and like ours, man, his own farts scare him, man. Like I'm like, come on, bro. Like this.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Yep. Hey,
buddy. Okay, so look, I got some things I got going on today. Right. So I'm not trying to cut it short, but I want to talk about something before we get it towards the end of it. Let's talk about some video games.
All right.
You guys want to talk about some video games?
I'm always going to talk about video games.
I hear my man here. We were talking before the cast started about this stupid ass game, Hunt Showdown. You play the game, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I have. Oh, watch out, buddy. I've got probably.
It's like, no, I want to get right in that mouth. I'm getting that mouth.
Bro, please.
Get in the mouth. Get in that mouth.
Okay,
you can hear me. He's looking at the headset.
Hey, buddy. It's crazy. My Steam froze. I'd say I probably got about like 15 hours in it.
Okay, so not a lot. All right, fine.
I've got 9, not a lot.
Even better. I can't get into it, man. And I only watch people play, and it's not anything that I want to do. Anything at all. I got a really good buddy of mine. We met on Tarkov. I thought he was an awesome guy, and then he started playing this game, and now I'm judging him and everything that he stands for.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of I'd say probably one of the biggest issues I had with it at the start was like it's based, I think, in like the 1800s, so like a lot of these guns are like single shot reloads, and they're like so slow. But yeah, and on top of that, like the it has a really weird aiming mechanic. Like one second. Sorry, my lady just got home. But like, so when you're aiming, you have to hold, like if you're on PC, you have to hold in the right mouse button and then hit your sprint button to actually aim down the iron sights. It's just so weird. Like a lot of the systems are freaking odd.
Yep, can't do it. If it doesn't work, that doesn't work. If it's just not, it doesn't attract me. And which is, it gets to my point, is like, there's no games out there right now that are really like just being, hey Bob, come play me, come check me out. Come check this out. This is cool. This is fun.
No, yeah, we were talking about that before, man. I before we started today, man. I feel like that. I don't know, man. I'm trying so hard to find a video game that actually makes me want to play it. Like a game that when you're at work, you're like, dude, I can't wait to go home and play that game. Stuff like that. And I haven't played a game like that in forever, dude.
Oh, and, sorry, I didn't see you.
You're good.
It's crazy, dude. I can't really think about like. how depressing it is when I come home and I look at like the literally hundreds and thousands probably of games I have access to, and I don't want to play any of them, dude.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's. I'm almost thinking about getting into game development because I feel like the people that are in making games right now, they're just making what they think people want. They're not making what like actually seems fun. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I guess I'm just spoiled. I'm spoiled.
No, I think a lot of it has to do with what we talked about last week, where there's like an over stimulation of like options, and then on top of that, like there's just 3 types of video games that exist anymore.
Yeah,
and
not for
it's
real.
like, literally, I mean, I work in I sell video games for a living, and and I don't have to. I can look at the cover art and tell you what genre the game is. I mean, to be honest with you, it's like, man, this is kind of like you know, this game, but like with this twist or this gimmick or whatever, and it's depressing, dude.
I'll say this: my biggest problem with Hunt Showdown, I found this out the hard way, and I just completely disagree with it. Is like, so you have all of these different microtransactions for it, where it's like, buy this set of guns, and I'm like, okay, cool. So when you buy that, you get those guns, you get like one free version of it instantly. But if your character dies with that, you can't buy that again and add it to your arsenal until you meet the unlock requirements for it. I'm like, I've already fucking paid money for this, bro.
Wait, so you pay real money for the gun, you lose it if you die?
Yes, and then you have to meet unlock requirements before you can buy it again.
So that's stupid. Oh, that sucks.
That's stupid. That's a dumbass Fortnite strategy. Like games like that make you have to pay to like you already charge $40 for the game. The fuck are you making me do that shit for? Like,
and you got like $200 of microtransactions for it.
100%, right? And then like you're gonna tell me that the game itself just looks like trash? It looks like a bad game. There's no graphics about it that are like, ooh, that's really cool. It looks like if I'm playing a Dreamcast game.
Yeah, sometimes, man. Well, shout out 7 Days to Die, baby.
Hell yeah, Fred Durst sponsored that. Let's go, baby. Or not 7 Days to Die. I mean, no, Dreamcast. But...
Oh, Dreamcast.
Yeah. No, but 7 Days to Die looks like a Dreamcast game.
100%. And like fucking our old friends used to be like, let's play. I was like, this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible.
Yeah, I tried it, man. Again, like we were talking about this earlier, like survival games are just there's every you can just put Minecraft with insert any gimmick possible, and you have that now.
Pretty much.
I'm guilty of playing Ark and Conan and freaking No Man's Sky.
I didn't play Conan. There's a fucking waterfall in the first 25 minutes of Conan that kept lagging us out, and I gave up.
Yeah,
I gave up. I did that for 2 days.
That's another thing. One of my biggest problems with video games right now in the state of gaming is that people like these publishers, and I'm not blaming the developers because it's not their fault usually, but the publishers are like, you know what, we need to get this game out by this date, and if it's broken, we'll fix it later. Put it out.
Yeah.
And people pay $60 for a piece of crap that doesn't work, and then they're like,
or you only get this much of the story, and they're like, no, there's more. Just wait. Nah, fuck that. Put that whole shit out.
It's like DLC and stuff is like really cool idea now that we have the technology to put out more games without having to put out an entire sequel. You could be like, here's a game. Oh, 2 months later, here's another map or new maps or a new character or something. I think that's a really cool concept that we can do that. I'm glad we can do that. But now they use it as like a crutch where it's like Battlefield 2042. The game's a piece of crap. Doesn't work. We'll fix it later. Put it out.
Yeah, put it out.
And it's like, dude, why are you doing this?
There's like no excuse for 7 Days to Die. It is one of the biggest grifts out there, almost to the point where it's a scam. If you pull up the Steam page right now, none of the screenshots are indicative of anything like how the game plays. And I bought it in 2015, and my buddy is like, yeah, it came out a couple of years ago, 2013. It's in early access, but when it's finished, it'll be great. It's still in early access, bro, and it's almost 10 years later. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. It is a scam. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. That's what they do now with the early access. Like, this game may not even come out. They make you check that I agree box every time you buy a game. That's
Kickstarter, baby. That's Kickstarter.
I play Escape from Tarkov. It's still in beta. It's been in beta for 5-6 years now, right? Mm-hmm. I'll give this game credit. They give us a wipe every 6 to 8 months. They give us new content every 6 to 8 months. They take things away, they bring things back, they rotate things, they change health, they make the game harder. They do everything they can to kind of kick you in the dick in this game to make you not want to play it.
Yeah.
And I like it, like, because it's always a little bit changing. Like before, you used to be a super Chad and run around and have a limited weight in your backpack, and fucking you can have 200,000 pounds. It wouldn't matter. You still run full speed. Then they brought in the weight limit, right? Like now, okay, anything after 40 kilograms, you're gonna start burning stamina. Anything after 60, like you're at a light jog a light jog at best, and you don't regain stamina walking anymore. Now you got to stand still to regain stamina. So like, then they started they put in a whole thing called inertia. So like your movements when you're swaying and stuff, you feel fucking heavy. Like you
It's
really,
cool,
it is. It makes it so much more realistic, and it when you drop all that heavy weight, oh shit, you drop all that heavy weight and you start running, you can literally feel the difference. Um, I just wish the game wasn't so hard that it deterred everybody from playing it. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, like, so I'll say this, like, I can't play the game because my buddy talked me into getting the game, and he didn't play with me, and I just pretty much ran by myself, and I got my cheeks clapped for like the whole time I tried playing it, and I got it. I was like, I get it. But it's a very playable game though. Like if I like I said, I don't know a ton about the game, but I really didn't even know it was in beta because it's very playable right now. It seems like it's pretty polished and everything for the state that it's in.
It's a good fucking game. They put good money into it. Reason being, it has a live market. So like if I find this wrench in the game and I want to sell it, I can put it on the market, and you need a wrench can buy it.
Right.
The bad part about that is that then hackers get in the game, right? So hackers like, okay, now I can make money because I can start selling keys and all these different things that people want, because there's a lot of sorry ass people in this game.
That sounds like the CS:GO effect.
Yeah.
It doesn't ruin the game 100%. The hackers actually kind of make the game good. Reason being is because they're hacking, and people are making so much money off it IRL. They're getting ban waves every 2-3 days, and people are buying old accounts and whatever they got to do to get it going again because they're making good money. It forces every time they buy a new account, they get more money as the game, and they're throwing it into more development into the game. Yeah, so it's kind of like it's kind of shitty
in disguise.
Yeah, but it makes sure that this game stays really fucking relevant, and they do a lot with the anti-hacks, and they do ban waves of like 9,000 people at a time. So like they'll collect a bunch of people, and then they'll do a ban wave, and they're like, "Yo, we just did a ban wave. Have fun this weekend."
Fuck and then they sell 9,000 more copies of the game.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like they track IPs and all that stuff, and it kind of makes it harder for you to get on. At least you know that you're gonna get like the regular Joe Schmo hackers, not the real fucking legit ones making money. All the Joe Schmoes are gone. All the guys who just were hacking because they got their mom's credit card are gone. You know what I mean? Now you're gonna play with real people, and a couple hackers you're gonna run into every once in a while. And it's most likely only gonna be in like the really heavy maps. You can just go play a regular map and have a good time. But if you ever want to play Headbanger, let me know, man. I love running new people through that game. It is so much fun because everybody goes.
I might consider it now because, like I said, I only knew one person that played it, and then I was I was going through with the I died so much I was using the scavs or whatever. I was like, all right, I'll just roll with this, and then just pop, come right around a corner as soon as I spawn. But
and now VoIP is in the game, so that has changed it big, bro. Oh, the deception that I've been doing on people is disgusting. I get hate letters after, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's so bad.
I'll literally be in a call with Bompton, just chilling or whatever, and he'll just start talking like, "Hey, are you friendly? Are you friendly, man? Are you friendly?"
And then I throw something down that's really good and expensive. I'm like, "Here, man, I'm cool, bro. Take that." And I'll turn my back from them. I was like, "Look, I'm not even gonna shoot you, bro. Take it. If I get shot in the back at that moment, then fine, I get shot in the back. I'll gain their trust, and I'm like, all right, man, you want to go mob together? Yeah, bro, let's go. We get going. Hey, man, I see somebody deep. Get down. Boom.
It's tactical. I like that. Yeah, it's
fucked up, man. It's so fucked up. I love it. I fucking love it so much.
I would give that a chance over ever getting back into like 7 Days to Die or even DayZ. Like DayZ, I got.
DayZ, it's just like DayZ. It's just like DayZ. I get so many DayZ players that come in, and they're like, "This is crazy. It's just I don't understand what to do, and there's no tutorial." The tutorial for Tarkov is YouTube and streamers. Streamers are the tutorial for Tarkov. You want to find out how to get a task, you type in that task on YouTube, you're going to find 1 out of 8 streamers that are really big at it, and they'll give you the step-by-step. That's the only way that this whole community has been able to learn. The only way that it works is if you get Big Brother. If you don't get Big Brother, going into that game by yourself fucking sucks. Like, when I started, I knew nobody. I played Xbox. I didn't even have a PC. I bought a computer for this fucking game. Yeah. And then
trying to get me to play it, and I was about to hit the buy button. He was like, "No, this ain't your type of game, man. Don't spend the $40."
Yeah, it wasn't worth it for him. But I started, and I don't know how to fucking AWSD. Like, so, like, for PC gaming, I'm like the worst player in the world. I use this to game now. It's got an analog stick right here for my AWSD, so I'm still an Xbox controller gamer, and then I got all this extra shit for, you know, getting used to using a keyboard.
I use one of those on MMOs because, like, it's just so much less annoying.
Straininess on your hand.
Yeah, I can just
I just can't handle it.
I can put whatever I want on my buttons, you know, and I just hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 from my hotbar all in order. It's you just
it's
turn
nice.
off the brain and play.
Real nice.
Yeah, I feel like Apex is kind of the same way. Not that it plays the same as Tarkov, but like I didn't know like how like some of these like moves that people were doing were because I was playing by myself, and I played a little bit with Rangus, but like I looked up YouTube videos of these like advanced strategies, and I was like,
makes sense.
That's what you do.
I played Apex in the beginning, for like first 2-3 seasons. It was
together quite a bit.
Yeah, I was a fucking.
I'm not good at it at all, but
triple take.
Predator.
Better than me, bro.
I loved it, bro. But then again, the game got weird.
It's because they I didn't like when they. I mean, I do like the fact that they add stuff and change it up. It keeps it fresh, but like I didn't got time to learn new map. I don't play that much. You know, a whole new map.
I did. I got into other things, and then Tarkov came around, and that nothing has given me that really risk to reward. You know, I'm never gonna escape, but like I've never. The adrenaline rush that you get is like raiding somebody's base in Ark.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like when you're mid someone's base,
it's
you can't get caught. Somebody just got online, and you're trying to be quiet. Like your heart's fucking racing, and you're hidden in a bush, and oh my god, it's so great. It's a high. It's a total high.
Yeah, dude.
I love it.
Just play Hunt Showdown. I heard that game's really good.
Fuck that game. Right? I can't wait till you make this game. I'm gonna send it to my buddy. Timestamp when we started talking about this shit. I can get past all the dead dog stuff and go straight to this. What else did I want to talk about?
Did you see Sonic 2?
Is it out already?
Yeah, it's out. I saw it.
Yeah.
I think Headbanger saw it too.
I tried to get my daughter. I had a matinee date with my daughter, and I was gonna say, hey, let's go watch Batman. And we got there, and she wanted to see The Lost City with Channing Tatum because her name's Tatum.
Yeah.
So she had to see the fucking billboard that said Tatum's. Like, I want to see a movie with me in it. This is not how that works, honey.
Was the movie good?
My 8-year-old daughter. Hey, yeah, I'm talking about you. My 8-year-old daughter saw Channing Tatum's ass on a widescreen for about 2 minutes straight. It was awesome with leeches on his butt. So.
Oh man.
So that sounds like has your nod of approval? 2 thumbs up?
Oh yeah, it was a great ass.
It seemed like it would be like one of those kind of atypical like action rom-com movies. Yeah.
See, I thought it was a re-release or something of that movie. Isn't there a movie with the guy from Sons of Anarchy on Amazon Prime called Lost City?
Yeah, but this is like Lost City of D.
Oh, this is a different movie. Okay.
The D is for like something crazy. I don't know, but
yeah, Sonic was cool. I mean, it was alright. There was I'd give it a good review. It's definitely a kids movie. I mean, it is, but I mean, I grew up with
Sonic's
Sonic
awesome,
the Hedgehog.
I'm not gonna lie. I teared up on the last Sonic, man. It got me going. I'm an emotional dude, bro. I cry at a fucking Allstate commercial. All right, I don't know what it is.
Well, it's just something about being in good hands that just makes you a little bit emotional, dude.
Hell yeah! Thank goodness for insurance. Let's go.
Fuck you, Rangus. I forget that you put him on there. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Jeff, I'm gonna send you a video after this.
Okay.
Oh god.
I think it had a lot of good because I was explaining, we took our 7-year-old to see it, and like I was explaining things like, oh, this is from the games and stuff. There's a lot of good nods to the games, and I won't, yeah,
Okay.
and I won't spoil anything, but if you guys are fans of Parks and Recs, they let the dude that voiced Sonic do a Jean Ralphio reference, and I remember because I went to go see the movie with my friend.
No, give me the reference. Tell me the.
Okay, I will tell you. So there's one part. Remember that I got hit by Lexus or whatever.
Yeah.
He does something like that. He definitely. It's the same guy.
He does it like he's talking about his sister on the show, because he's talking
Mona
about
Lisa.
like he's talking about this movie, right? And he's
same
like,
guy,
it's the worst.
Yeah. Same guy.
I didn't know it was the same guy.
Yeah, he plays Sonic. Yeah,
and he does the hand thing to his mouth and everything. It's so funny.
There were a couple little like meta nods like that. Like
that's
dude,
fucking funny,
I'll say this: Jim Carrey was spot on. Like Jim Carrey was as Jim Carrey as he could have Jim Carreyed in this one.
Good for him, man. He's been getting a lot of shit lately. Good for him.
He Jim Carreyed as hard as he can possibly Jim Carrey in this one. Which it was good.
Parks and Recs, that fucking whole family was funny, dude.
Yeah, dude.
The whole family, the dad,
Lisa,
Fonzie.
The dad was Fonzie. Oh, fuck, man. It was such a perfect lineup of people to make that dysfunctional fucking family.
Yeah, dude.
I fucking loved them. They were such trash.
The chick that played his sister on the show, she actually voices another chick on the animated series Big Mouth. Yeah, and I'm just like, man, this chick's great.
Dude, you
man.
know when I first watched the show, I was like, is that really his sister? Like the act? Are they really related?
Yeah, I thought that too. It's the nose, I think.
Yeah. Damn Jewish people.
I honestly thought it was like him at first playing the role too. I was like, dude, like, but yeah, dude, they did. That was super good casting. Also, she's the worst. She's the worst.
She is the worst
in
that show.
Tom didn't deserve that.
Yeah, he didn't deserve that. We should start just watching episodes of Park and Rec.
Yeah, dude, I'm down, man. I need to rewatch it. It's about that time.
Oh yeah, fall in love with Andy all over again, bro.
Yeah, dude.
All over again. I have to go do dad work, or my wife's probably gonna cut off my PP.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have to end it for today.
Yeah, that's fine. We're at an hour, boys. I told you that we never hit 30 minutes. We did say we were going to do 30 minutes from now on.
The conversations go too good. You know what it was? It was having that hour hanging over us, as we felt it would be like we're at the 48-minute mark. Oh fuck, what are we talking about next?
Yeah,
but when it's just
for sure.
Good combo.
I kind of like just letting it go as long as it goes, you know. But with that being said, Headbanger, where can you got anything to plug? Where can we find you?
I've been putting videos out a little bit more frequently on YouTube, but YouTube Headbanger 1186. I was thinking about starting up my podcast too. Again, I stepped away from it for a year, but if you guys want me to start that back up, it's E-rekt, the e-rekt podcast. So yeah,
I'm hard already.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna follow it up and everything.
Yeah, let me know when you do it, man. I'd love to be a guest.
Yeah,
that'd be great. Yeah, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
All right,
fellas. Well, podcast. Have a good night, guys. We will start posting some stuff on social media. I've been slacking. Rangus and I got to go through some clips together and actually put some together off like the last 4 episodes. But I'll start posting some more stuff tonight, and we'll get going again.
Right.
Yeah, I want to see some more of your guys' YouTube clips. I instantly like everyone that I see that gets uploaded and shared. It's pretty great.
We've had some funny stories. Rangus gets some weird shit out of me.
Yeah, I feel like you're the one with all the stories.
Ain't that the truth?
All right, y'all. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you boys talking with me. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Adios.
Thanks.